basically Renee was saying, asking like, it with these high ticket, high level influencers or gurus, if they're charging $50,000 for you getting a space with them, how do you, and you don't have the money, what do you do to get in those types of spaces? If you can get in the room, that makes all the difference, right? I remember, and then once you get in the room, you got to be crazy enough to be like, okay, what do I do in this room? I remember when I went to a Les Brown event, and I always tell this story, but I went to a Les Brown event, and Les Brown was on stage, and he was like, "You gotta be hungry," and I was like, "I'm hungry," and he was like, "I want to work with 10,000 people to introduce, to bring them into the, what did he say, the speakers of the next generation." And I was like, "I want to be a speaker of the next generation." And he gave out his email address, and I emailed Les Brown for 2 years. One day he just called me and was like, "Hello, what do you want?" Right? Like, basically. And after that, he was like, "Meet me in Vegas tomorrow." I was in Vegas the next day. Right? So it's like, you just gotta kind of have that, like, that about you, where you just like, and then after that, I was able, so fortunate to go on a tour a lot of the times with Les. If I was able to travel, obviously I had Lauren and work, but outside of that, if I could, I would. And I learned so much about speaking. I learned so much about making money, like watching him make 500 grand in 45 minutes was something to see as a 30-year-old lady. I was like, wow, okay, like, this is some, just the exposure changed my life. So I just think it's something about that. It's something about the exposure and being so close to, like I said, I think it's just, I'm just that's my strategy, Renee, right? Like, I sent can I can I use your, what you said, as a reference? He was like, "Yeah." I was like, oh, "Okay, well, here's what I'm doing if you want to know." And he was like, "Oh, I like that." And we've been friends ever since, right? So I just think it's like being ballsy, and being um and just like, also just knowing what you want. I think the other queen said that, like, just knowing, being like, knowing what you want. Um and then going after that thing. So it's not about, for me, it's not about like uh money or having the things. It's about the relationships I have, and I'll go far and really be aggressive about those things.
Venmo also suspended my bank account, and it's all because I got caught up in a little bitty influencer scam.